Welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm dear darling, and should we see what's going on our lovely island of Fawnhallow today? Well, we'll be doing yet another Happy in Paradise customization. I think it's going to be Willows. I don't know. We'll see who it is, and you know, we'll vibe with it, or we won't vibe with it. Maybe it'll be a horrible experience. Maybe I'll pick it and be like, this is the worst Happy in Paradise customization I've ever done. I regret everything, and I'll just delete the video, and you'll never see what happens. No, obviously that's not going to happen. Well, I hope that doesn't happen at the very least. Can you imagine that? I can't imagine playing Animal Crossing and having a bad enough time, but I'm just like, oh man, you know, it's actively made my life worse. And there's Animal Crossing. It's just like, it's too relaxing for that. Anyway, hello everyone. Right now in Fawnhollow, it's 5:29 PM on Sunday, October 16th, 2022. Yeah, I mean, it's just like, it's so like, how could Animal Crossing ever do anything? You know, how could it ever hurt you? I suppose it could hurt you in ways that you could never imagine. You know, you'd be like, oh, it's not real. I don't know where I'm going with this conversation. It's just like. It was a bit of a weird start to a video, and I just noticed my mic. I can't tell if my mic is too loud or not sometimes. You know, it's a bit difficult for me to exactly place. Because I'm looking at my mic things, and then sometimes it's peeking into the red zone, you know. Does it sound like I'm peeking? I don't know. I don't watch my videos. I never even listen back to my audio. If there's been audio problems for like the past 50 videos, well, hopefully someone would have told me by now, but if that's been happening, then whoops. I can only apologise, but you know, it's part of the package deal when you come to watch Dear Darling videos. Is there's no Q&A. The video just gets recorded and gets shipped. You know, it's a quantity game sort of things. You know, if you make 100 videos, at least like 5 of them will probably be good enough to watch. Something like that. I don't know where I'm going with any of this. Clearly, I'm in quite not a hyperactive mood, but quite a whimsical mood. Which, if anything, might be good. Maybe we should pick a customization fitting that sort of atmosphere we're trying to set right now. Maybe you're not particularly trying to set it. Okay, who do we have? We have Tammy. I can't remember your name, but I think it's like Puck or something, and you're like Olive, I think. It's not Puck. It's not Puck. Is it Puck? I don't know. I would expect him to want our ice hockey rink, though. I don't know if we've had olives. Does olives something to do with teddy bears? That's what it feels like to me. And I don't think we've ever had Tammy's. I don't even know if her name's Tammy. Wait, maybe she's like Shani or something, isn't it? I don't know. I'm getting confused. Anyway, let's just see what customization. Oh, we got little Halloween pumpkins in the corner there. I didn't actually notice that last time. Tis the spooky season. We've got about 2 weeks until Halloween actually starts. You might be like, are you going to do anything for Halloween? Not what I know of. What day does Halloween fall on? On a Monday morning. Wonderful. Let's see. Hello, what did you want? Ice cream, okay. Home base for your adventures, that's quite a common one. What? You both want ice cream? I don't want to make an ice cream parlor, I'm going to be honest. Oh no, we've had you multiple times. Refined hotel style feeling for myself. Serene resort. There's a lot of overlap between the suggestions right now. I'm not crazy about any of them, so let's have a peek at the restaurant and see what customizations that we got going on. I'm just trying to think which of these right now I would be more inclined to do. Probably Nan's, I think. Or the hotel one. I mean, part of me also wants... Is her name Tammy? Hold on. I keep calling her Tammy, but I don't actually know if that's her name. Wikipedia, Tammy. Okay, it is Tammy. I'm really tempted to just like... Because isn't her favourite drink like water or something? So it's just like, I don't even know, like a water resort? Hello. Stronghold. Cooking with... Oh, it's Sylvana. Oh. The Fawnhollow bias, but we've already done something very, very similar. To Sylvana, it's like, I can't remember whose it was off the top of my head, but... oh, Lyman's, that's it, right, with fresh veggies. And the arcade is very similar to Jay's arcade, isn't it? We've done an arcade already. Twice, I think, actually. So, I'm not too keen on doing another one. And a stronghold. Well, we've done a castle a few times. I mean, certainly we've done enough Happy in Paradise customizations that we shouldn't be surprised that we're running into duplicates. Or similar enough duplicates. That it's sort of like, it's an inevitability, Can any one person really think of 480 different sort of customizations you could possibly do in Animal Crossing? Oh, yeah, actually, probably. Now I think about it. I'm pretty sure someone could. People are very creative with the things that they can create in Animal Crossing, So I'm not particularly like, whoa, I really want to do any of the ones in here. Sorry, Silvana. Certainly we'll do yours at some point, you know. But we're going to come to a point where it's eventually we're not going to be able to do a new customization. So, you know, we'll start retreading old ground, you know, try and do things a different way. But Lyman's, I feel like Lyman's was quite recent. Within like the past 15 customizations we've done. That might not be true, by the way. It's a bit hard to remember, but it's a bit hard to remember exactly which ones were done at what time, but, you know, some of them certainly stick in my head better than others, if yesterday me looking through them was anything to go by. Oh, pottery could be an interesting one. We haven't done something like that. Okay, Billy. We're going to do your one. We've seen, I can't remember his name, it's like Cobb or something. His one is like a laboratory. He's like an evil scientist. I remember that customization. But pottery is one we've legitimately not done before, so it seems like a good opportunity, which is weird because I don't think there is many pottery related items in Animal Crossing. I guess there's the pots themselves, and you can get like clay items. I literally can't think of what else there would be. Oh, a furnace, I guess. I mean, a pizza furnace isn't really what you use, I think, but I mean, that might not necessarily be a pizza furnace, but I guess it can work as a kiln. I feel like we should put you... Well, okay, hold on. Where do you find clay? You find it by rivers. So you should be by the river. Or by a river. Right? Is that where you find clay? That's not something... Someone in my mind has told me that's where you find clay. I'm just looking around these the places where there's only one person. I'm just like, do I want to put anyone here? I'm looking. I'm like, I'm not... this one could be quite nice. It doesn't really look like a muddy sort of bank, though. Okay, well, we'll put you here with Azalea and... Who's that? Kid, I think? Yeah, I think so. Be fine. Also, I'm kind of surprised you don't have a cranky personality. It sounds like you got a jock personality or something. Or lazy? I don't know. Or maybe you are. No, wait, hold on. No, Cranky's voice is like... Maybe a jock, maybe not. I'm not really sure. Let's try and pay attention to actually what he's saying. Okay, that sounds like a jock. In which case, you're a very spirited grandpa. Well, actually, you might not even be a grandpa. Maybe that's quite presumptuous of me. You know what? Fair enough. Check my assumptions. The entire time, just because, you know, I thought he looked kind of old, I thought he was a grandpa, but, you know, maybe he's just a very spirited middle-aged man. Who knows? Or goat. Okay, so these are basically the only 3 pottery items I can even remotely think about. Think of off the top of my head. So let's just see what items we got, and then we'll decide on what direction we'll try and take things in. I'm looking at this, and I'm going to be... I'm thinking immediately off the top of my head, I'm like, this looks like a really difficult customization to execute on the design. A smoker? What? Nail art? Okay, I want to make like kind of a workshop thing. I think. Why do you have so many lights? You have so many light options. That's so strange. I kind of want to make a workshop. I don't know what sort of coloration we want. I think white makes most sense. That's like how I picture like a potter's area. I think I want to make it a bit wider than it is narrow, but than it is tall. This could be a good combination, white and red. I'm just trying to think how things should go. Tea and towel is actually a fantastic idea for an outfit though. I'm not really sure how to do this. Because the problem is you don't have... There are no potter's wheels in this game. So it's pretty difficult to actually make like a pottery looking thing. It feels like we should be using wooden furniture items, looking at the distribution of items we have. Oh, this is tough. Okay, let's get out reference images. As always, use references when you can. That's just my pro art tip. Potter's Studio? I'm not really sure what to call it. Wow. The Harry Potter Studio is not really what I had in mind. Where is my mouse? Here it is. I just want to look and see what people's like Potter's Pottery studios look like. Okay. So there's a lot of shelving items of pottery stuff on the back, pots and stuff. Lots of plants I can see as well, which makes sense, making pots. They're all quite brightly and well lit. There's not a cozy feel, there's quite a sort of like quite a bright feel to a lot of these. So maybe that's a sort of aesthetic we should go with. I don't know if I want white brick on white. I see it's a bit restrictive. So we'll go with this combination instead, and we'll have a big carpet, I think, in the middle. Pottery studio setup at home. Okay, we certainly need a kiln. Let's start with the things we absolutely need. We need a brick oven. There's no question about it. I don't know if a white one would. I think it blends in too much. Doesn't it? Yeah, I think it blends in too much. Let's go with brown, light brown colorations. So that's our kiln. Wonderful. This stuff we had to put in later. Let's have a work desk. Do project tables are ones which fit together? No, they don't. Okay. So this entire back area, I think we're going to have been taken up by shelves and other similar sort of things. I kind of want the Nordic shelves. Is that an option? We don't. We have partitions. Partitions is an interesting idea. I don't really want partitions. I think I want this entire thing to feel quite open. But I think I want the Nordic shelves. Yeah, this thing. Because that thing's like a good way to sort of display things. I guess we'll stick with a sort of like yellowish coloration. I think that's okay. And the fabric choice will have it a red. Orangey could be okay as well. But I think we've done sort of orangey before. So let's go with a red checker pattern like this. It kind of looks like a dishcloth or like a tablecloth or something. I think that could work. Or wood right next to that probably doesn't make much sense, huh? But that looks like a nice place to display some things. I think... Because the problem is that iron shelf doesn't have very... It might be okay in white. I'm not exactly thrilled about the... customizations. Okay, how about the back is basically much more... garage-like, while we have a front, we leave room for actual proper looking decorations. So we could put this in the corner. Let's put a plant here when we get to it. A vintage dresser. Okay, let's try and get... I'm not fond of any of those. If anything, I think I'd rather go with a wooden locker. Or a light brown, maybe? But locker doesn't really make much sense. Why would you have a locker in here? That's a good point. Wooden chest of drawers, probably okay. And I think just the basic light wood colour is fine. We just basically need lining. We need to line the back with like shelving items and things like that. I think actually it's probably a good idea to put the jukebox back here. No, maybe we should put it over the side. Oh, we should definitely put a workbench back here. These colorations are all a bit much. I guess we'll go natural again. Oh, I don't know if there's enough contrast between things. Okay, your chest of drawers I think will move. No, we'll turn them actually. We'll do this and we'll put a bin in the corner if we can. Oh, I don't really want these. Stew pot? Okay, no, a sink. Yes, of course. That seems like something that's pretty reasonable to put in a pottery area. You need a source of water for pottery, so... Okay, now we'll put a big rug in the middle, I think. Hopefully a 4x3 rug. I don't know if we necessarily want a red one. I don't think it is a red striped one. Red blocks could be interesting, but I think maybe a red argyle rug? I don't know why you would do pottery on an argyle rug. Like on any sort of fuzzy rug. It feels like it would be an absolute nightmare to, you know, get any clay out of. But let's just pretend... Oh, I don't know. If I feel like a vinyl sheet makes more sense, right? But vinyl sheet is so small. I think at least it looks homely. So let's throw out realism out the window for a little bit just to put this down. So we need I don't know how on earth we're going to do like a potter's wheel. That is going to be difficult. And I think the honest answer is I'm not sure we can. So I think what we have to do is just make it feel like a different sort of pottery sort of area. Let's make it quite fancy, yellow amber, you know, because he's meant to be quite a skilled craftsman. We could also put perhaps 2 desks down like this. So he can have, like, he can work on a lot of different things, maybe. I think that's an interesting layout, at least. Compelling enough that I'm likely to keep it. I like a box-shaped seat. We got a lot of very sort of square-looking tools right now. And this is his own personal workshop. I'm not sure what the flap on the back is. So, you know, he's only going to have that one chair, which he uses to get around the place. Modelling clay. Apparently we can customise his colour. I think clay dinosaur makes sense. And then I'd like to put something else here. Okay, hold on. Finished items should go on these display areas like this. This is where we should put things ready to go into the kiln. And it'd be nice to have like a little pile of firewood or something here. A bucket, I think. That's not a bucket. Unglazed dish set. Like, this is like his work in progress. This is like what he's going to paint it. Like he's going to paint it sooner or later. Let's put the bucket here. Pop it up here for now because, you know, you probably need a bucket of water when doing pottery, maybe. I don't know. The jukebox, I think retro stereo probably fits a bit better than the other one, which feels a bit sort of... it's very French. Feels a bit too childish for what he's going for. But this feels like perfect places just to throw down... do I want red as a... yeah, okay. This seems fine to basically throw down a load of like bits and pieces which he may or may not require now and then. You know, things you... just general sort of like workshop items, you know, like a mop is certainly nice to clean up. Well, he's got a carpet, but, you know, don't think about that too hard. I wonder if it's better to do things a bit like this. No, I definitely want to put a plant here as you walk in. 2 plants here, probably. Because I feel like that sort of adds to the sort of vibe that we're going for, you know. Very sort of quaint. But not like small coffee shop. You know, but more like a studio, I suppose. So things like a cypress plant, then let's have a different plant over here. But something kind of similar, I think a flora is reasonable enough. That makes sense. Oh, terracotta pots. Something like this, because we got the orange, yellow, red sort of vibes going on. I think it's all fine. We've got very warm colours. And then over here, we'll put more utility items. I want to put... I want to suck your blood. No, I want to put... firewood down, but I don't really know where firewood is. You know, it's probably a small item. I just thought about that. So we'll scroll a little bit and see what things we can find. As I sort of just try and vaguely think about what sort of... oh yeah, mug. Yeah, you seem like the type to drink some tea. Maybe one of these sort of teacups because you like made it yourself or something. Let's make it pretty. Good. But also like with an element of homemade. So let's move us over like this because that just kind of makes more sense from like a ergonomic standpoint. Okay, it's not going to be in food. Probably. You don't really eat wood. At least most humans don't, I would say. I think more plants feels reasonable. Like cactuses? Okay. I was going to pop them over here, but maybe over here is a bit nicer for a bit of variety. Because it feels nice to put these sort of like small plant things down, like he made the pots that they're sitting in. I don't know if this is... this might be too big. I don't know if it can go... oh, it can go on there. Okay, wonderful. Okay, maybe I don't like that coloration. The blue pops out a bit too much, I think. This white, I think, will blend in a bit better. and make it feel like a more seamless palette. Because we do sort of have like green as a bit of a secondary colour with things. Is that okay? A good way to space things out? I'd like to put something here, but I don't know what. So I think we'll put like the dustpan and brush or something maybe on the wall here. Okay, so we just need to basically put a few things here. A few sort of like utility items. Let's see what else you got recommended. Because maybe we could get away with not using firewood. I don't know if you have stacked bags which particularly look like clay. I don't think clay really comes in those sort of bags in the first place, but I think newspaper makes sense. You always put down newspaper to make sure that you aren't messing things up. And this one has a better sort of colour fit, so you know, pile of newspapers here, ready to sort of like you cover your table with them to make sure you don't make a massive mess. I don't really know why you got nail art. I guess this kind of looks like paints. Is this why? Okay, I can see it. We should definitely put more pots and stuff down, I think. You're definitely not wrong about that. This one really kind of fits a coloration. Oh, this one looks so nice though. So I think we should go somewhere else. Maybe he just has it like on a pile. A pile here? No, we need something bigger here. Maybe like a really nice looking pot. Yeah, like a big pot, but it's like, ooh, look how, ooh, look what you made me do. Look what you just made me do. Look what you just made me. I think this one might fit the best. And then we put some newspapers on here just to make sure he doesn't make a mess. A decorative plate. We could put that on the iron area, I think. Let's have a light brown stand. I think this one, sepia coloration, sort of fits best. And then just on the floor here, maybe like some scattered notes might be good on the ground, because that would be like, oh, you know, he's sort of like an artist, it's a bit of a mess, but it's fine. Maybe like schematics or something. I guess I'll go with plans might be the best, but actually might be better a bit like this. Make him feel a bit more messy, you know. It's just like everything else on the outside, very well organised, and then the actual workshop area itself, it's a bit messy. But that's, you know, that's just his working process, you know. So on the outside, I still want to put like something. I'm not really sure what we're going to do on the outside. I guess that's kind of where he'll display like, we'll do like a nice little garden with like a load of potted plants. I think I'll probably make the most sense. Or just other things which could be potentially made from clay. And maybe like an area you harvest clay from. Is that like a thing? Like a clay farm? Clay farm. Harvest clay? I think it's in rivers, right? You just sort of like dig a hole in a river. So yeah, so maybe like a shovel and a bucket might make sense outside. I'm not really sure. Let's all see how it goes when we get to it, but we do want to make it quite natural, I'm thinking. Oh, we could put a big statue down and be like, oh yeah, he's the one who made it. And you might be like, that statue's made of marble. Shh, people don't need to know that. Yeah, so I think the logs are in here. I forgot I was actually looking for logs. I'm just looking. Hold on. Do we have any space to put anything else down? No. This is the only thing we've got left to fill up. So it's going to be a bit more emptier than the other things, but that's fine. I think that's fine. Firewood. It gives a nice sort of like. It doesn't make things feel totally symmetrical, which I think is a nice sort of balance. It's a bit weird putting this pot here. I'm not gonna lie. Put it there, maybe. That might make a bit more sense. Okay, let's put some things on the wall down. Let's see what you have recommended as wall items. Let's see what we can vibe with. Okay, an iron wall rack. I'm not super in love with it. Hold on, did we make a white one or did we have a black one? Okay, we did do a white one. For a second, I thought it didn't actually match the coloration. A simple wall shelf. I mean, this always looks like a first aid kit cabinet to me, but we'll put this here. No, we'll put a tool thing above that. We'll put this instead here to sort of fill up that that empty area. A broom and dustpan makes sense. I think we'll put it here because that's a bit of an empty area. Natural or white? I think natural will pop from the wall a bit more. And how light do we want it to be? Entranceway? I think we should try and use the brick ones, you know, like terracotta feel. Kind of like a little orange light. It makes it kind of feel quite warm. I don't know if any of these really make much sense. Maybe river? None of these are quite river. Forest. Okay, yes. That sounds quite like natural and relaxing. I don't really... Do you need a ventilation fan in a potter studio? I don't really know. I feel like paintings or something might be quite nice. Seems like an artistic person. A wall clock also seems nice. We're making it feel a bit vintage, you know. Give him a cuckoo clock. And then maybe we'll just put paintings down. I don't really know. I think a fan makes sense. I feel like a studio fan makes a lot of sense. I don't know why I did blue. Brown? We'll do that just because, you know, it gets pretty hot when you're in the potter studio because of a kiln. Oh, a corkboard is probably a better idea. It'll be like inspiration. That pattern makes no sense, but... Oh god, don't move that. Move this. Just so he has constant inspiration for what he's working on. And then maybe put like a nice little painting up here, I think. I think a key holder is always like a nice thing to put down. We could put tools, but these aren't really sort of like clay making tools, are they? So instead... None of these are particularly clay looking, are they? But what sort of fits with sepia vibe? I think this one's quite nice. It's a bit small. I kind of want a big one. What are they painting? It's quite French. I don't think we should go here. I think we should go like here or something, shouldn't it? Maybe above this window? It's quite big, this. Quite difficult to fit in anywhere. Okay, never mind. We'll just put it here and then... Up here, maybe we'll put... plants? Or a plant? Yeah, okay, let's put... Let's put... picture plant? It's a bit of a fun one. Yeah, I think this looks quite nice. And then we'll give you just some nice lighting. I don't think you need a lot, I'm going to be honest. I was thinking of a wooden pendant one, but I think a Moroccan, not Moroccan, sorry, wood-shaped lamp looks quite nice as well. It might in fact even be a bit better. Stylistically. And I think we want to keep things in a rather low light, so that'll be fine. And then, yeah, that's quite nice. Let us give you clothes. It's called, what, tea and towel, isn't it? So, I'll scroll down to it. Because I think it makes a lot of sense that you would have a towel. So I feel like that sort of fits into the idea of what I have about pottery. You know, like a towel around your neck. Headgear. I can see like a bandana working quite well. Or do-rag, yeah, something like this. An orange one. A red one gives a bit more of a pop. Just so your hair keeps out of it. Let's polish things. And then out... Oh, I don't know what we can do outside, but this looks lovely. What a quaint little like living area this is. Get some little plants. And that. I guess I'll make this smoke a bit. Because, you know, like, stuff's in there. I guess we can make this stuff shine. Not fuzzy buffs, that's more to do. But I don't know, it always makes me think of food. So it's just like, the finished products are like, whoa, they're absolutely dazzling. Look how good he is at pottery. Something like that. Okay, I think we're good. Let's go outside. You know? But I think that just looks like a lovely, quaint place. We'll change... hello, Colonel J. We'll change the timing, because we got a sort of orange feel to everything. I think it should be sunset time. We could also make it autumn. Yeah, why don't we also make it autumn? You know, let's fit the palette that we've created for this entire thing. Why not? So we'll make it autumn. It's all quite orangey. And then we'll make it orange time. So somewhere around here. Let's see quite how orange. Do we want to rain? I think this one's a bit better. What about this one? Yeah, I think this one's too orange. So let's go with that. And then we'll customize your house. We want to make it quite a small, simple chalet cottage thing. Something quite quaint. I think this one's quite nice because we can give you the thatched roof, which we don't often give out. I don't really like that. That's okay. I think we'll roll with that. And then a rustic door. Rustic red door. It's a bit of a bright red, isn't it? Let's try... The maple one blends in too much, though. In my opinion. It needs to be a bit more of a reddy orange. But these get too fancy down here. Okay, fine. We'll roll with a maple one. And on the front, we will put... I mean, none of these really look like they're made out of clay. So I guess we'll just put nothing. We'll pop you in the corner. And then we are just going to make a nice little place for you, I guess. I'm not really sure what sort of fencing we'd even do, but we should definitely customize this to be the brick bridge. Which, yes, this one. And then terracotta flooring. Like a nice little terracotta path up to your area. And we won't actually round off the corners because everything is kept quite square, I think. Doesn't quite line up, huh? But oh well, you know, sometimes it do be like that. Let us give you a little fence. I think it'll be nice to have a garden here, and then you can farm clay at the front. So let's do this, like this, and then you'll have your plants in your garden here. I think like the brick flower thing would be quite nice. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, evergreen ash. That'd be a fantastic thing just to put up in front here. Because this stuff takes up a lot of room. So something like that. I don't know what we'll put there. We'll figure it out in a bit. But I meant this. Flower beds. I guess brown flower beds are perfectly fine. And these are just like all the flowers you're looking after. Let's put a watering can here, why not? A rustic one. Or maybe we could do it like this. Then over here, let's get a shovel. An outdoorsy shovel. With a slight shade of red. Because this is where you're digging for your clay. So we need a bucket as well, probably. We already used one of the buckets. Hold on. Harvest clay. Let's get my Google Images open again. I mean, maybe we could just get the point across if we just put clay down as like an actual item here. Just sort of like scatter it about, you know? It's like, ooh, this is where he's getting clay. Right? I don't know what clay comes under, unfortunately, so we might be scrolling, but it's probably not in fossils, it's probably not in music either. Probably down here somewhere. Clay. Oh, there it is. Okay, it's a bit rigorous. So let's just pile up all the clay like this. And then find a nice little bucket for it to go in. Don't know if we particularly want the stew pot, but don't think I'll be in any of these. Yeah, maybe a tin. No. A bath bucket? That kind of looks like a bucket they used. I don't know if I want to use a wooden bucket again, because we've already got a wooden bucket. You know what we should do? We should use a wooden bucket outside and then use the bath bucket inside. And then here, we'll just give you a nice place to relax, I think. Let's give you some trees. Oh, hold on. What trees do we have around here? Okay, we have, for some reason, fir trees around here. I don't really know what's up with that, but... So, cedar trees. So now it feels like it's very sort of hauled away. Okay, that's not going to fit over there, so... Oh, that does fit over here? My word. Instead, we are going to put pottery stuff down. Hold on. We should put the sign down with a pottery being like, oh, hey, that really famous pottery person lives here. Yeah, this one. We'll give it a wooden stand. No, yes, we will give it a wooden stand. And the first one's a pottery one, yes. He doesn't really have an exhibition, but, you know, he lives here. And he's very good at pottery. And then... Yeah, we'll just give him a nice little... we can't put a chair on a diagonal, though. That's the most annoying thing. Okay, what other things I've recommended can we put down? Which feels reasonable. Stacked bags. Like bags of compost or something. He does a bit of gardening in his spare time, maybe. So I'll put this here. Let's get plant soil. Something like this. Oh my god, firewood was here this entire time. I don't think we put the small vase down. So maybe we could put this here just for like a sort of a selection of his wares. And by selection, I mean literally one of his wares. That is gorgeous, that one. It's not going to fit this aesthetic, unfortunately, but... I mean, what other things can we put down? Maybe we should just give you a chair. A hammock. A hammock's not a bad idea. I can see him relaxing on a hammock outside. Not here exactly, but... Like over here or something? Yeah. Just sort of relaxing beneath the trees. And let's put some flowers down, I think. Or maybe some bushes. I don't know, we'll put one or the other. Don't we have a lot of space for bushes though? That's kind of why I think flowers might be the go-to. And we'll put down yellow flowers or orange flowers. I think the yellow ones might get lost a little bit. I don't know if lilies are what we're looking for. I think chrysanthemums. Just a couple of them. Just to sort of liven up this corner. I think it's nice. I think it's just like a nice little place. It looks like he's in like a mini sort of forest area, you know, quite secluded away, but you know, this pottery sign here, just be like, yeah, this is where that potter lives. He does a bit of gardening in his spare time, but not like a huge amount. He's kind of known for his pottery. He's got a place to even harvest his own clay. Because of the soil composition here, it just works out. So the only thing we need to do is we need to exchange that wooden bucket on the inside with a bath bucket. And you might be like, why does it matter? Well, I just like using the same item multiple times. Unless it's for like unless it's all like encompassed within the same purpose, you know, so you know, like the same chairs, etc. So I do like to try and change them up here and there if I can. So that's why I'm going to put a bath bucket down. Red could be an interesting splash of colour, but I think it might be a bit too much of a splash of colour, so let's just see. I think that looks fine, I'm going to be honest. If anything, I feel like it's sort of things that like lacking in colour over here, so I think I kind of want to change this to unglazed, maybe. Yeah, I think this is done. I think this just looks quite nice. What do you think about that, Billy? It's ready. There's a bit of a smaller area than perhaps we could have worked with, but I honestly think this just looks like a really like nice place to just like a nice customization. Like I would move in here. Sorry, my volume was a bit louder than usual this entire episode. So let's see, Billy place for pottery. I'm sure people have done fantastic jobs with this one as well. That's nice one. This one's like done a sort of like a display area, like a workshop. Tons of them. So yeah, they did use a nail art for like a painter's kit, which maybe I should have done. This person also put a display on the outside, makes sense. Oh, this one's quite nice. It's sort of like a mini apartment. Yeah, but these are all really nice. I think this is hard to go wrong with this idea, surprisingly. Oh, this one looks lovely. It's like an actual apartment combined with a place for pottery. Oh, this one used a green palette. Interesting, like a green-yellow palette. Most people seem to have sprung for a red, orangey, yellow sort of palette. Some of these do look very nice though, or most of these do look quite nice. I'll be honest. People are very good at doing customizations. So we'll just put you down on the seat. Excuse me. Face this way. Sit down, and then take out the camera. Disappear. He's not going to look his way, unfortunately. Zoom out just a bit. What if we put... I don't mean a frame date. I meant... Isn't there like a sepia tone we can put on top? It's a bit much. This makes it seem a bit more old-timey. Why don't we do that? Beautiful. What do you think about that, Billy? I actually quite like this. Actually, it's a very simple build, but it's actually one of my, I think it turned out really nicely. It ended up being one of my favourite ones, I think. Certainly up there. Or just like quaint hospitality, you know? It just looks charming to live in. Yeah, okay, well, the pokey is accruing up again. Finished for today. I am, in fact, finished for today. Not for recording. I will probably record some Stephen Sausage Roll or something. I don't know. I'm not sure. I need to build up my backlog again, basically, because I've spent so long not recording videos. Like, before this weekend, I had, like, 2 episodes as backlog. So, you know, yesterday I recorded 4 episodes, and then today I'm also going to record 4 episode of a series. Well, it's going to be quite a lot, but, you know, it's just keeping me set for the future. I like to have 2 weeks of backlog, if possible. But, of course, that's not always... Obviously, not for Animal Crossing. Kind of not doable. But the other games I like to have a bit of a 2-week backlog, so, you know, in case of situations like this, I'm just like, oh, you know, I become ill, I can just not record for a little bit. I just got a message that I need to reply to, but yeah, I'm going to round up this episode here. So if you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been Animal Crossing New Horizons. I've been Dear Darling. Any likes, comments, subscription, shares are greatly appreciated. Join me Dear Darling Discord, follow me on Twitter down below. Hope you see each other again, but for now, it's our farewell. So until next time. Bye-bye for now.